Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it never fails to get me excited for adventure. Are you the adventuring type? Ah, after my own heart. I've had a lifetime of it, believe it or not. If you're sticking around in Eastshade, maybe I'll tell you all about it sometime. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in Lindo shortly. I think we're all antsy to arrive.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, I will love it. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. Almost there.
Oh, that did not sound good.
You've woken. Are you feeling okay? Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship sank. One doesn't last long in water this cold. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger misplaced during the wreck. The others are safe in town. Eastshade, of course. Specifically, my home. I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. Only your easel. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, then. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know you're on your way, then.
You're on the ship. What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. What brought you to Eastshade anyway? Very adventurous of you. I came to visit my family. You look like you could use a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin. Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. I lost most of my possessions too, and nothing has washed up. My family lives here in Lindo, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable there. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. After that wreck, I may just settle down here for a while. Are you wondering about anything else? After that wreck, are you wondering about anything else?
do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? I need help. It's stuck, obviously. Now, would you be so kind as to go get Nika for me? Brilliant! I'll wait here. Ugh.
Are you an artist? Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It took all day, but I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some boards are. Follow me.
Did you see when it ran a reef? I've never seen anything like that. Terrible waste of a good ship. And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anyone made it out of that.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we have everything we need now, right? We can make a canvas from this stuff? Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist. Yes! I'm going to use this for Miss Nika's next painting. She loves art so much. Hey, Miss Nika loves art like us. She always likes my paintings. I bet she'd like yours too. She really likes the eclipse. You should draw her that.
How have you been? I think the dock workers use fabric sacks with the incoming and outgoing shipments. You might ask one of them. After that wreck, I may just settle down here.
I'm a bird! I know that I can do it if I put my mind to it! I can't fly if I don't even try! Everybody, turn around!
Great viewpoint, isn't it? You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. Oh, good. Ingolf needs some visitors every now and then. I wish he would spend more time in town, but he'd rather be alone. Yes, I run the inn. I always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. When I was young, I traveled all over this island. I'd love to adventure again one day. Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? I try to come up here every day. I guess it just doesn't get old for me. Anyway, if you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs room unlocked for you. Drop in at your leisure. Don't worry about payment. Shipwreck survivors stay free of charge. Take care now. Ah, the traveling artist. It's a bit more calm than other. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. I think the dock workers used fabric sacks with the incoming and outgoing shipments. You might ask one of them. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I do miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Certainly. You look well. Oh, of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right, then, we'd better go help. it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? He did. Is he a friend of yours? Ah, well, I shouldn't gossip then. He's just such a peculiar man. And you know what? I think Lenny is going to have some real issues when he grows up. Well, you've seen him. The boy is unhinged. And not just that. I've been hearing a lot of yelling coming from that house. I think it's quite a broken home. You know, I imagine you'll be traveling all around this island, being a tourist and all. Perhaps when you get to Nova, you should let the sheriff know about Isan. I think it's only right, you know, for Lenny. Well, it's a small town. If word ever got back to Isan that I was the one that reported him, things might be a little awkward, being such a close neighbor and all. I think it'd be best for the child. I only have his best interest at heart. Isan is not a stable man, and wholly unsuitable to be a parent. Here, this will help you with the toll. Right, well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Well, you are a nosy tourist, aren't you? Beeswax. I mean, that nosy, stuck-up goody two-talon. If you had to deal with what I have to deal with. She just doesn't like me because I'm not posh like her. This whole town is stuck up. Them and all their judging eyes. You know what? Get out of my house. You're just like everyone else in this town. Coming in here and telling me I'm a bad father. Get out. I know that's what you meant. Just get out.
Thanks again for the canvas.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. It's a bit more calm than Nava. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I do miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Certainly.
I feel so adventurous staying here in Lindo. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lindo offers. How humorous you are! I like that in a person. Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had to eat outside. Overall, it was a dreadful experience, but I braved through it all. Yes, it certainly was impressive on my part. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become.
Take care now.
I stay busy working this dock. It's hard, but fulfilling for me. We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. This shouldn't slow down traffic too much, though. I'm just glad you all made it. Lindau is a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from bloom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through, on the way in or on the way out of Nava. When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. They haven't been back in a long time, though. We mainly get shipments of teas, grains and fabrics, and headwear of the latest fashion, of course. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here. Can you believe he came up with the plan for this city by himself? I'd love to meet him. Fabric. We go through loads of it. Here, these lengths are defective for shipping, but will perhaps serve your purposes.
The traveling artist. That poor man. He had quite a gruff personality. Not very sociable. But I don't think he meant to offend people. I hope he's very happy wherever he is. Take care now.
I do enjoy this exciting new lifestyle I've adopted. Did I ever tell you about my journey to Lindo? Oh, right. I'm sure you have the saga thoroughly memorized. Say, you do some sort of art things, don't you? Do you think you could capture my sheer magnificence on canvas? I'm dying to show my friends what a remarkable traveler I've become. What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance.
So you've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damn reefs when we came into this miserable town. Kind of you to say so, but kindness does nothing to bring sweet Annabelle back to me. Imagine I'll be spending the rest of my days mourning Annabelle, sitting here, dreaming of a world where she wasn't destroyed and people actually remember her name. Off with you. Trade your life for hers. Why does everyone think I have something to do with his disappearance? I've never seen him, and I certainly haven't taken him as a passenger. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. Ship-murdering town. Oh, our ship. Such a good ship she was. Now leave me be.
Get out!
There's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite books with you sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. For now though, I must get back to reading. I think something fabulously dramatic is about to happen. Is there something else? Lindau used to be right on the river until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast. Many of the folk from old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Ah, that would be Azad. A brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. Undoubtedly too curt for his own good. Perhaps that's why many Lindau folk found it difficult to maintain amicable relations with him. Is there something else?
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. My ox is strong, no?
father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the sea plenty of times. I could never be a fisher, though. Sea monsters.
You look well. Take care now.
Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer?
My garden.
Certainly.
I lived there for a few years, working as... Take care now.
Newcomer, are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. Mate, I'm a fisher. I catch fish, I cook fish, I sell fish. You know. But mostly what I do here is fish. Sometimes I like to visit town, but not very often. What's all that you're carrying? Looks heavy. Are you some kind of painter? You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. There's a gazebo in Lindau. Real pretty spot. Maybe you've been there. Anyway, I'd like a painting of that view. The gazebo is easy to find. It's just behind the inn. And I want the painting from the gazebo, not of the gazebo. It's the view, not the building, if you get my meaning. Damn fish aren't biting today. If you're still willing to paint that gazebo view for me, remember, the gazebo is just behind the inn. See you around.
Aha, my fellow bookworm. Oh, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floor for these. If you find any more, I'll pay you 1 glowstone apiece. Is there something else? Lindau used to be right on the river until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast. Many of the folk from old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Ah, that would be Azad. A brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. That building was part of the original town of Lindau. I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll. That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide. Moving all those books just seems like too much trouble. Besides, what could be more fun than living in a ghost town? I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside? Oh, good. I hope you found something to read that was of interest to you.
out!
Easy does it. Do you know your name? Okay, just have to check. Standard protocol when someone gets hit in the head like that. And do you remember what happened? Isan said you provoked him, is that true? Did he at any point ask you to leave? And did you? Listen, I think I know what's going on here. As an official, I'm obliged to tell you, in the future, in situations like these, never confront the parent, ever. It's most likely they will deny and defend, and no good can come of that. If you suspect something, report it. Don't take it into your own hands. You stay clear of Isan now, and he'll stay clear of you. I'll be on my way now.
I have nothing to say to you. Just get out.
Thanks again for the canvas. That place is neat. My mom takes me there sometimes, but I'm not allowed to go by myself. That place is haunted. Every time I go there, I hear weird sounds. And some nights the windows light up. It's kinda creepy. I'm not scared of ghosts, though. He's some really old guy. I'm pretty sure.
What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized, but I'm not a bit surprised. Oh, I very much doubt that. That man is simply a bad apple. Thank the stars Aaliyah was able to leave with Lenny. I think he'll be much happier with his aunt. Safe travels.
Annabelle could sail the seas once more. How cruel can this world be? Blasphemy! Have you no sympathy for the broken-hearted? Now leave me be. Oh, what a ship. Such a good ship. What? I don't know. Is that in Old Lindau? That used to be the main town. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. Old Lindau was a perfectly lovely port city. If that had been our destination, we wouldn't be in this mess. None of that matters now, though. Now leave me be.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow down traffic too much, though. I'm just glad you all made it. I remember playing in there as a kid. The ocean looks beautiful from the top. I wish it wasn't locked up. That was the original Lindau. The town got destroyed after it rained every day for a solid month. The hill just slid away. There might be some stuff worth salvaging out there. Can you believe he came up with the plan for this city by himself? Lindau's a nice port town, although we don't have much to export.
You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff of the island. Glad to meet you. Anything I can help with? Yes, extremely busy. It's not all about crimes and capers, though it is about that too. Anything else? Anything else?
Well, looky here, you've gone and painted the gazebo view. Are you willing to sell it? Well, how about that? Got myself something fancy. Damn fish aren't biting today. Thanks again for that. See you around. Thanks again for the damn fish aren't biting today.
You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff of the island. Glad to meet you. Anything I can help with? Ah, I see. Rest assured this will be handled. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
In the future. I said in the future. I won't take you right now. You're a newcomer, and you've never been to Nava. Is not so far. And the walk is lovely. Everyone going to Nava for their first time should approach by foot. I won't be the one to cheat you out of an enriching experience. And if it's the cost of the toll bridge you're worried about, know that you would have to pay it whether you're riding with me or not, if it's your first time crossing. My ox is strong, no? Come back to me after you've been to Nava. Then I will be your driver. My ox is strong, no? Ship. None of that matters now, though. Now leave me be.
When I was a boy, merchants came to... We mainly get shipments of teas. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here.
Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? Oh my! That painting! It's the most perfect thing I've ever seen! I simply must have it! This is wonderful! My friends will be so jealous of me! I think I'll start a collection of paintings just like this. Can you imagine? An entire wall filled with paintings of me. I just can't wait to go home and show everyone this magnificent portrait. The beauty of my features entirely makes up for your lack of proper art training. I've heard of him. A terrible man. I haven't seen it. It's part of Old Lindo, though, so it probably isn't worth seeing anyway. I'm not very interested in old things. New things are so much more beautiful. It's a dramatic oh, it's the most wonderful city. Much better than this place. I can hardly believe I managed to get myself here alive.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes round here. You looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship? Think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough. But raspberries don't grow here. So he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box and threw it in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane. He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Perfect. You gotta play the part, though. Really make him think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, all right? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me, and I'll point my brother out to you. This is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
My father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the
now, though. Now leave me be. My ox is strong, no?
You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the ship. Anything else?
Hello there. Mind the plants underfoot. What can I do for you? I spend a lot of time studying and documenting new plant life. Just yesterday, I believe I discovered a new sort of lily pad. I spend a lot of... We've got great plant diversity, and I can always get imported teas from the storehouse. We've also got more wild bloom sacks than anywhere else. Believe it or not, I've never been. I'm not sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. As far as I know, he left Lindau a long time ago and never returned. Unfortunately, he and I did not get along terribly well. I like to go walking over there. It's nice to take in the sea air from time to time. It was destroyed such a long time ago. I was only a child, so I barely remember what it looked like. Mind the plants underfoot!
La la la. It is a bloom sack, Raph. It does not. It looks quite nice if you ask me. I made it after all. I might, but only if you meet the right requirements. My only requirement is that you be my friend. One of my best friends, to be exact. I understand. Quite reasonable. Let us begin learning about one another. Is your favourite colour orange or yellow? I see. Now, if you had to choose between eating slugs or cakes? Which would you eat? No. Why would you ask that? This next one will be tricky. If you saw a frog stranded all alone on a lily pad, what would you do? Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's acceptable. Please, consider how the frogs feel about it. I feel as if I have come to know you very well. Would you agree that we can be friends now? Oh, wondrous! Here, now we can sit on rafts together. You'll need some twine to keep it all together. I don't know how to make that, but Owner has a lot of it. You also need wax, and that's very hard to find. Sometimes there's still candles. But don't tell Owner. Hello, where's your raft? Lindau is okay. It has the ocean. But I don't take my rafting there. I like this river better. What's that? I think architects build things. Owner took me to it once. I found a crab there and brought it home. It ran away though. I'm not supposed to take my raft over there, but I do sometimes because lots of frogs live there.
Hello again. I overheard your conversation with Bojan. He'll be so excited to have you as a friend. He's a very special individual. There's no one who loves rafting as much as he does. Though he can be difficult at times, he's a kind soul. I appreciate your cordialness. Ah, a blossoming botanist, I see. To start, you'll need some roots. You can find them at the bases of trees. I can show you how to make twine, but it is a process. I see you're a painter. I would so love some artwork in my home. I'm quite partial to sandy beaches. What do you say? If you make me a painting, I'll teach you how to make twine. I look forward to seeing your work. I'm quite... What do you say? We've got great plant diversity, and I can always get imported teas from the... Mind the plants underfoot!
Thanks again. See you around.
To head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, then. I was about to head into town to share... On your way, then. About to head on your way.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. I work on the docks almost every day. If you ever have any questions about Lindau,
goodness.
Come on over.
I bet Sandra
I'll do my
put you
best to
up
help.
to this. This is lovely. You're too kind. I'm going to hang this in the room upstairs. Take care now.